What's next for Deadpool? Will his future on the big screen keep him flying solo? Or does Marvel plan to fold him into a team of X-Men? It's a question on the minds of fans everywhere, especially as the Marvel Cinematic Universe enters a bold new chapter, and the Merc with a mouth prepares for his third outing. To answer this, we first have to acknowledge what makes Deadpool unique. Since his cinematic debut in 2016, Wade Wilson has operated on the fringes, not just of morality. Disney's acquisition of Fox has brought the X-Men under Kevin Feige's careful watch. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is rebuilding its roster. Deadpool's films are famous for breaking the fourth wall. Integrating Deadpool into the X-Men isn't just a creative decision, it's a shrewd one. He's one of the few Fox-era characters with proven box office mass appeal. Beloved by fans who might not follow every MCU chapter. There's no official announcement about a team-up sequel after Deadpool and Wolverine. All signs point to this anti-hero entering a new, more collaborative era, at least for the next stage of his journey. Whether he's a leader, a trainee, or the team's designated clown. The days of Wade Wilson working alone are likely numbered. But one thing's certain. Wherever Deadpool goes, chaos, laughs, and a little carnage are sure to follow. Wherein there are hurdles. Preserving Deadpool's R-rated edge in the PG-13 world of the MCU. Balancing meta-humor with shared universe continuity, and updating the X-Men for a new audience without erasing what fans loved in the past. Having Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool play off new and returning mutants from Cyclops and Storm to more obscure faces like Phantom X or Armorwood give Marvel an instant headline and an endless supply of fresh banter. The door is wide open for new alliances, old grudges, and a team-up movie unlike any other. If there's an X-Men movie with Deadpool front and center, you'd better believe that ticket sales would follow, poking fun at superhero conventions and winking at the audience. Insiders suggest Marvel's long-term blueprint involves different mutant team X-Men. X-Force, maybe even Excalibur Reach with varying tones. Deadpool thrives on defying formula. If he joins any team, it'll likely be on his own terms, and probably with tongue planted firmly in cheek. Perhaps Deadpool is in the X-Men only to lampoon the usual superhero training montage, or actively sabotage Professor X's authority from the inside. Maybe he forms his own twisted version of the X-Men, a team-up with reformed villains, outcasts, and anti-heroes not welcome in the main squad. There could even be a new iteration of X-Force, with Deadpool as the begrudging and highly inappropriate field leader. In any scenario, the more restrictive MCU continuity could paradoxically push Deadpool's humor and team dynamics to new heights. Deadpool, with his R-rated style, could easily anchor a more irreverent, action-heavy branch. Deadpool and Wolverine is a tantalizing peek at that dynamic. Two outsiders paired together by fate and mutual annoyance. Navigating the weirdness of multiversal shenanigans, with all the chaos that entails, that film succeeds. What's stopping Marvel from extending the partnership into an ensemble? The jokes about Professor X's revolving door of actors, the X-Men trainee jersey, or the fact that the X-Mansion always seems curiously empty all highlight Deadpool's outsider status. But as Marvel moves to relaunch the X-Men, Deadpool's commentary could be a perfect narrative bridge. Imagine a story where he's pulled, kicking and screaming, into team leadership, or even tasked with assembling a new, more unconventional X-Squad of his own, introducing new heroes and reconnecting with old ones. The MCU found its greatest commercial and critical success by weaving solo adventures into a sprawling, interconnected saga. Though Deadpool's R-rated antics set him apart, Marvel's synergy-driven strategy suggests that he won't remain an island forever. There's a precedent in the comics. Deadpool has been a reluctant X-Force member, an occasional X-Man, and even the surprise glue in team-ups with characters as diverse as Cable, Domino, and Wolverine. His unpredictability, oddly enough, is what makes him valuable on a team. Deadpool 3, now officially titled Deadpool and Wolverine, is the first in the franchise set to play by the MCU's rules, but of superhero teams. An X-Men team for future stories? Let's look at the evidence. He's the ultimate outsider, wisecracking, unpredictable, and prone to collateral damage. The two Deadpool films, both box office smashes, thrived off this independence. When Deadpool has dabbled with the X-Men, it's been as a comedic outsider. Remember Colossus, Desperate attempts to recruit him, dragging Negasonic Teenage Warhead along for the ride. Those moments play with the trope, but reinforce Deadpool's lone wolf status. But things have changed dramatically since those early days. So is Deadpool being groomed to join, or even form? Firstly, consider the popularity of ensemble superhero stories in today's cinema. Let's also talk about the meta-narrative. Then, there are the business reasons. Industry rumors only add fuel to the fire. But that doesn't mean a standard issue X-Men team is inevitable. All that said, Marvel and Ryan Reynolds hold their cards close. So, will Deadpool join an X-Men team or start his own, rather than anchoring a straight solo sequel? Fans won't have to wait long to see what comes next, as Deadpool slashes his way into the MCU.